Now this is my type of a bike ride. Often I don't have much time, so if I go out on my normal bike, I'm not going to get much riding done. So I grab my e-bike and I see how much I can rip, roost and smash myself physically in just 1.5 hours. Now this is going to be fun. I am wearing a GPS and a heart rate monitor just to put some numbers to it at the end of a ride. But for me, this isn't necessarily a workout. This is about how much fun can I have in an hour and a half. And the byproduct of that is actually max heart rates and lots of sweat. Before I get out there, I'm just going to let you know a little bit about how I prepare for this sort of ride. First thing is to make sure your battery is charged, obviously. This is all about turbo, so for an hour and a half I leave it in turbo the whole time, to rip up the hills as fast as I can. It's all about doing the most amount of riding I can. Hour and a half the battery should last. Also, I do quite often put a bit more air in my tyres, so I'd rather sort of err on the side of caution and just have too much in there. I'm not going to get the same amount of grip, but if I puncture, that's going to massively eat into my riding time. I also give my bike a quick bolt check, so all over. I have found occasionally that things like linkage bolts can rattle loose. Nothing that a bit of Loctite is going to stop. Check the rear mech bolt as well, that can come loose. Also make sure your chain is clean and then lubed. Actually, that can stop it from snapping. For an hour and a half's ride, it's definitely worth taking some water. Well, anything over half an hour really, you should be taking a drink with you. I'm not going to worry about bars, gels or anything like that. I'm also going to try and ride really light, so I've got a multi-tool, but I'm not going to take a tube or anything like that. I also plan my ride so it's not a big out and back. I try and loop around so I'm never too far away from base, so from my car, so that if I do have a mechanical, I can get back there easy enough and I don't have to worry about carrying any extra weight with me. It's all about travelling light and having loads of fun. Right, it's cold, it's wet, but I'm gonna have some fun and I'm gonna take the direct route up the hill. Start the watch, try and record this ride. Here we go. I'm going to go straight down this. How fast do you think I do it? Be faster. Oh, that's it. It's one hell of an intense ride, hour and a half. Don't care about my battery, I'm spent. Right, I'll have a look at the numbers and I will get back to you with some stats. Right, so that was it, an hour and a half's ride done. I was completely spent by the end of it, to be honest. It's a real good workout riding back up the hill, but also coming down those downhill runs. It's a full body workout. My average heart rate was something like 150, I think, and I maxed out my heart rate, and that was on the downhill. But how far did I go? So I did 20 kilometers, and it's got to be said that I definitely think you could go further than that. The climb that I was pretty much using every time was 18% back up, so super steep. That was definitely draining the battery. If you went for a more mellow climb, you'd definitely ride further. So the meters climbed was 1,429. To put that into perspective, Ben Nevis, the highest mountain in the UK, is 1,345. Of course, Everest is 8,848, so it's a long way off that. But so I would say my average normal ride, I would climb between 600 and 1,000 meters. over a couple of hours. So 1400 meters in an hour and a half is a big ride out for me. And I definitely felt like I was punished in my shoulders, my hands at the end of the day from doing all that descending. Average speed was 13.2 kilometers. It's pretty slow on the ups. It was pretty muddy, so that's quite slow, I would say, for an average speed. My max speed was 82.5 kilometers an hour down that bank. Couldn't believe how fast you get up down there. It's super fun to try and do that a couple of times. I think the best way of getting a good ride in an hour and a half is to do like I did. So try and find an area where you've got a good variety of trails. Where I did the video, there's actually probably 6 or 8 different downhill runs in a really small area, and I can just repeat them, go over, try something else. And if I've definitely got to stick to an hour and a half schedule, I'll look at my watch and think, well, I've got 10 minutes left, I can go and do 2 runs or something like that. Of course, if you're doing a big loop out or a big ride and back, you might find you get back early and then you can't ride much more in 20 minutes without doing it the same again. So I definitely think planning where you can do the ride is the best bet. If you want to see another video a bit like this, check the video up there, which is RE Bikes Fast, where I race Steve on my normal bike. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already.